and welcome back to day 3 of YouTober. For today's video, I am doing a plan with me for October slash YouTober slash fall. I just really need to gist this skirt, also just this outfit in general. Really kind of digging this. Okay, I got this skirt from Lulu's. Looks like it's overalls. Tucked this Ford Eat My Dust shirt into it and then put the overall part up, and I'm really obsessed. So my outfit is pretty much this with hunter boots, rubber boots, and a clear umbrella, and it's a whole vibe. Today is a vibe. I also just made myself a little mini shot of espresso with hazelnut, just the little mini ones, just because it's the jolt I need at 11 a.m. you know? For today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys basically just the necessities of how I plan on planning out the next little bit. I know that I've been talking about this a lot with you guys in videos, but I've really been working on sharpening up my routines, sharpening up my habits and stuff, and just kind of winding down the rest of the year with I don't even know the way to describe it. I don't know, I just feel like doing that self-care type of time, you know, just really getting your things in order and adulting. First, and I had to go to Staples the other day to print out these tickets for this Nike store, and while I was there, I decided to pick up a new bullet journal just because I want to start fresh, and I picked up the one that actually just has dots instead of grids. Play around and make some creative templates in here to maybe use for YouTober or just use for the fall, or habit tracker. We're gonna do something in the bullet journal. I'm gonna go in and change a few of those things to make sure that everything is still on course for YouTober. And then I also just have some actual adulting things that I'm gonna vlog and just bring my camera with me today in order to prep and plan for October. In today's video, I wanna try and get the front patio completely done. It's on my bucket list if you guys haven't seen it. I posted it to my blog, my fall bucket list. One of the things on there was to get a cute little fall, you know, I wanna go get some flowers and stuff for our front porch and just do a little fall foliage area, and then snap a little photo of it, because while amongst doing all my emails and all the boring things I need to do today, I figured that could be the fun project of the day. So without further ado, I hope you guys are all nestled on in with a good old snack and ready to plan for October. Shall we begin?
You set my soul on fire. You set my heart ablaze. I've never seen so much beauty in one place. I want to know you, my love. I want to know you. I want to know you, my love. I could take you to those places that you wanted to go. You could drive, I don't mind, love, so let me know. Flick the switch of your heart, watch you light up and glow, glow, glow. Ooh, I could take you to those places that you wanted to go. You could drive, I don't mind, love, so let me know. Flick the switch of your heart.
So I just got back from my old apartment. I went and picked up all my festive stuff. Basically gonna decide where to put it all, although I'm gonna have to double check when Larissa comes home that she's cool with it all. But I have just this bin full of fall stuff from the last few years. I don't know if you guys remember this one. This one's been around for a long time. This is the Thankful banner. It was a classic Insta that went live with my old apartment with this one. I'll pop it up on the screen. And then of course the candy corn one too. I might put one of these in my room and then one of these down here, or just string both of them above while we wait for our art to come in from Society 6. Then I also have just a collection of just different kinds of pumpkins and candles, and then just this guy. I guess technically the first step in prepping for YouTober is to decorate for YouTober. I mean, the front step's already done, so shall we do the rest?
I could take you to those places that you wanted to go. You could drive, I don't mind, love, so let me know. Flick the switch of your heart, watch you light up and glow, glow, glow.
What I made in my bullet journal. I'm mowing the lawn literally at almost 7 p.m. I love the vibe down here after we put out all the fall stuff. I think we should go upstairs where it's more quiet. Should we plug some stuff in? Okay, so I just finished filling out my new bullet journal. I don't know, I've been Pinteresting a bunch of stuff lately. I don't know what I want to do at the front of it yet, but I feel like I'm starting it at an awkward time in the year. Like I'm starting it in October and I'm going to use this leading into 2019, which is a weird thought. But I'm going to have to come up with something for like the front cover and the front page. Just one of those things that I feel like there's always just so much pressure on that you end up just like not wanting to touch it at all. I wrote plan with me for YouTober, and then I drew a little mini Bentley. Or at least I tried to. And then the next page, I just made it the full YouTober schedule. I did this so that it's just an easy glance if I need to look at anything and just figure out what videos are going where. I didn't want to fill this all the way in for you guys so that it didn't ruin the surprise. But this is what it's gonna look like, and then it'll just have every single video listed beside the date that it's going live. Progress report, and I started filling it out just to give you guys an idea. But it's basically just for the 31 videos, filmed, edited, designed, and uploaded. So that means that when it's filmed, you fill in the square. Once it's in the editing process, you fill in the square. The design portion is like designing the thumbnails, filling out the description box, adding the finishing designing touches to the video, and then actually uploading it. And then I put beside that socials. So these are just like to make sure that I'm keeping on top of posting whenever there's a new video, telling you guys when the videos are live, all that fun stuff. And then I wrote notes at the bottom in case there's anything I need to make note of. Then on the next page, I started with a daily checklist. So this is going to be kind of like an agenda, but instead I'm calling it like my priority checklist. There's always like at least, I want to say 20 things. It's not necessarily like I need to get all 20 things done that day. These are like 20 things that need to get done within the next 2 to 3 days. It can be a little daunting to look at that, and that's why I've been trying to do priorities, like your top 3 work priorities and your top 3 like personal priorities. These are just like the only top priority things that need to get done that day. I know I did 7 instead of 3 or 6, but this is because YouTober is a little hectic and a little crazier than usual. This is the layout that I did for it. This one's probably one of my favorites. And then on the next page, I decided to do my fall bucket list. I've been doing these like daily vlogs, which has been super duper fun. But while I'm planning my weekly checklist or my daily vlogs, I can also try and punch in some of my fall bucket list items and make sure I'm keeping track of all of the things that I want to do. So I'm freaking starving. I'm gonna make myself some dinner, I think round up and do some yoga, and then I have some computer work to do and some planning to do on my laptop. Do I end the vlog here? Do I keep going? Should we do a tarot reading for YouTober? Should we like call upon? I think we should do more things. I think we're not done hanging out yet. I feel like we should do some like da-na-na-na, shh, but like when it goes shh, I'll just like snap to whatever's next. Time. I'm winding down for the night. It's actually 10:35. I want to journal before I go to bed, and I figured that we could wind this plan with me down with a little, I don't know, we haven't whipped out a good deck in a while. I feel like there's such split reviews. There's people that either love when I talk tarot or don't love when I talk tarot, but I just think it'd be fun since this is kind of like a plan with me for YouTober and for the fall and just like prepping for this whole new season. It would be kind of cool to pull an animal that's going to represent us over the fall time. Ooh, we got the panther. Panther. I've never pulled this card before. Annihilation of unnecessary purging. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us towards more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating, but after all the dust clears, it's easy to feel the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. When you're in balance, it means you're brave and productive, but when you're out of balance, it means you're self-destructive. And to bring it into balance, it says get rid of the unnecessary. The card itself looks kind of spooky and like, I don't know, just Halloween-y. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. I'm gonna shuffle 3 times. I don't know why, it just feels right. Okay, I don't know why I felt this card. Ooh, fire ant. Both fiery. Should I pull one more? Let's pull one more. Elephant. I feel like that's gotta be tied to like the whole elephant stuff going on this year, you know? All 3 are fire. Fire ant is aggression, rigid thinking, or following orders. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend that the heat isn't getting to you. When you're in balance, it means you're thoughtful and disciplined, but when you're out of balance, it means argue, excessive heat, and gossip. And to bring it in balance, you need to have solo time and walks at night. And then the 3rd and final card was the elephant. The elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured that the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. When in balance, it means that you have one pointed focus, that you're generous and loving. But when you're out of balance, you misunderstand your fate. And to bring it into balance, you have to trust. Get rid of the unnecessary. Take some solo walks and spend some alone time and trust the universe. And this fall will be fire. I feel like all 3 of these are actually kind of relatable to life right now in the sense that I feel like I'm getting a little bit of warnings. I feel like this one's a really big warning that if I make sure to just kind of like to not feed the imbalances but feed the things that do balance you, keep away from the excessive heat and just keep my energy into things that keep me balanced, then I can stay disciplined. I kind of need to make sure that I'm staying disciplined for YouTober. And then the elephant is just, come on, it's the elephant. It's constantly jumping into my life. This fall is looking good. Spicy, but good. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed day 3 of YouTober and planning with me. I didn't really fully explain the whole post-it note deal, but I'm doing the same post-it note stuff that I did the last few years. If I can find the video from last year's YouTober, I'll put it up on the screen. But I've been writing out the post-it notes and I basically sat down after doing my yoga tonight and planned out my day tomorrow. Monday to Thursday, I feel like especially, I've been trying to kind of section off to just be a little bit more rigid, not rigid. Did not mean rigid, disciplined Monday to Thursday by just like setting out my stuff the night before. Like tomorrow I know I'm gonna be working out, so I'm gonna set up my workout gear, I'm gonna set up my volleyball stuff, sticking on top of my game, and then Friday to Sunday I'm a little bit more chill. So that's been kind of the good balance that's helping me keep my head on straight during all this just work. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little plan with me. I'm debating doing a full desk tour in one of the future YouTober days, so hang tight for that if you guys want to see a little bit more in depth on what I'm doing with like the post-it note system. I did it last year too. It's just kind of like a helpful little just thing I like to put up on my wall to kind of give me that incentive to get YouTober videos done. The other thing I totally forgot to mention is that I officially deleted Instagram and Twitter off my phone, solely because I wanted to take a bit of like a social media detox just before the hecticness of YouTober started. So it's only been like an hour since I've done it, but this was like the first time I just opened my phone and went to go click on Instagram, realizing that I don't have it. And I feel like I'm about to become very acutely aware of how much I use or just scroll. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Say good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.